What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, something horrific occurred last week in Lakewood, New Jersey. Shout out. And it's involving this woman right here. This woman right here is 27-year-old Naomi Elkins. This woman was a wife. And she was a mother up until she changed all that. Ladies and gentlemen, this lady that supposedly suffers from extreme mental illness last Tuesday brought her kids home following a shift at her working at a daycare center now. Brought her kids home, took their clothes off, and their ages are 1 year old and 3 years old. She stabbed the 1-year-old multiple times and drowned it. The 3-year-old, she drowned the same way. Now, they didn't say if the 3-year-old was stabbed or not, but the 1-year-old was multiple times. I'm going to play you both videos. I'm going to play you the initial video, and then I'm going to play you a follow-up video. Now, she was supposed to go to court yesterday, but they postponed it. Now, a lot will be revealed to you guys, and we'll come back and talk about it as a collective group. Take a look, and we'll be right back.
Tragic story in New Jersey. A mother now facing murder charges for killing her 2 young daughters. Just hours ago, that mother made her first appearance in front of a judge. News 4's Adam Harding in Lakewood with more on the case. Adam.
David, good afternoon to you. A deeply disturbing story here in Lakewood. Prosecutors say it all unfolded in the home behind us here on this quiet enclave. Tonight, we do want to warn our viewers that the details in this report are both graphic and difficult to hear.
Ms. Elkins, can you hear me, ma'am?
27-year-old Naomi Elkins making her first court appearance virtually this afternoon in Ocean County Superior Court, hours after prosecutors charged her with murder for the deaths of her 2 young children, ages 1 and 3.
I just don't understand how somebody can do this to their children. I'm sorry, I'm obviously visibly shaken by this.
Ocean County investigators say they were called to Elkins' home on Shenandoah Drive in Lakewood Tuesday afternoon for reports of 2 children in cardiac arrest. Paramedics tried resuscitating both kids when they arrived, but it was too late. The prosecutor's office says Elkins first stabbed her 1-year-old, then drowned both children.
As a mom, it's just terrifying and horrible and disgusting that somebody would do this to their babies, a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. I just don't understand it.
Elkins is also facing a weapons charge. A neighbor in this quiet enclave says the young mother kept mostly to herself. Tonight, this community is in disbelief, questioning how this could have happened.
Tonight, we're told from a neighbor that Elkins, relatively new to this community, she lived in the downstairs portion of the home behind us here. We expect her back in court on Monday. We're live in Lakewood. I'm Adam Harding, News 4, New York.
Well, we do have shocking new details out of Lakewood, where Naomi Elkins is charged with drowning her 2 young daughters. News 12 New Jersey's Amanda Lee is here with more, and a warning this evening. These new details are extremely graphic.
Today, we received the court documents explaining Tuesday night's tragic details and a statement from the Elkins family attorney explaining her mental state. We also learned that Elkins was an employee at the daycare attended by her toddlers. According to the affidavit, Elkins told detectives she began having concerning thoughts on Monday and spent the night praying. The next day, she went to work at Giggles Daycare in Lakewood, bringing her kids, as she always does. Upon returning home, Elkins told police she believed she needed to kill the children for religious purposes.
Did you hear and understand the video that was played for everyone earlier today?
Yeah. In the affidavit, Elkins admitted to drowning both her daughters in bathtubs after stabbing one of them, telling police she realized she had done something wrong afterward and contacted medical services. Authorities say the 1- and 3-year-old were found unresponsive and unclothed, one daughter suffering stab wounds in the stomach and back. The owner of the residence says it was rented out to Elkins and her husband, who was on a business trip at the time. Elkins is facing murder charges and the unlawful possession of a weapon in both deaths. The Elkins family attorney says the 27-year-old has a well-documented history of severe mental illness, which has absolutely played a major role in these devastating events. He says, quote, "While we acknowledge the seriousness of the charges that she is facing and respect same, we also believe that it's important to recognize the incredible complexities presented by mental health challenges." Naomi Elkins will appear in court again on Monday for a detention hearing. Reporting in studio, Amanda Lee, News 12 New Jersey.
Guys, I want to read this article real quick that has a little bit more details of what this woman, Naomi Elkins, did to her children. And it reads as follows. The article reads, "Judge postpones jail hearing for Lakewood mom accused of murdering her 2 toddlers." A judge Monday postponed a hearing to determine whether a Lakewood woman will remain incarcerated without bail to await trial in the murders of her 2 toddlers. Superior Court Judge Pamela Snyder granted a request by Naomi Elkins' attorney to adjourn the detention hearing, which was scheduled to take place Monday, which was yesterday. Snyder rescheduled the hearing for July 8th. Elkins, 27, was arrested Tuesday night and charged with the murders of her 2 daughters, ages 1 and 3 years old. She is also charged with possession of a weapon for an unlawful purpose and unlawful possession of a weapon. Appearing virtually before Snyder during a brief proceeding, Elkins calmly acknowledged that her attorney read the charges to her and that she viewed a video explaining her rights. Her attorney, Mitchell Ansell, then requested that the proceeding be adjourned. Ansell said that Elkins has a well-documented history of severe mental illness, which has absolutely played a major role in the devastating events. Elkins told police, and I want you guys to listen to this part. Elkins told police she prayed before stabbing her 1-year-old daughter and holding her underwater in a bathtub for 2 to 3 minutes. She told police she then drowned her 3-year-old in another bathtub, according to a police document. Elkins said she believed she had to kill her children for religious reasons, the police document said. The killings occurred when Elkins returned to her Shenandoah Drive home with her children after working a shift at Giggle Daycare in Lakewood, New Jersey, the police document said. Elkins is being held without bail at the Ocean County Jail. Gentlemen, that's the story of what we know so far of 27-year-old Naomi Elkins out of Lakewood, New Jersey. Killed both of her children in 2 separate bathtubs. Said she killed them for religious reasons. Now, I wonder what her religion is. I mean, she got something on her head. I don't know if that's symbolic to, her faith. But I mean, come on. Her husband was gone. Her husband was gone on a business trip and she did this. To come home and hear the news of what happened, got to be devastated for him. So, you know what I'm saying? Prayers to the husband. But I mean, I'm going to talk about one thing that's wild about this. She worked in a daycare center. So some of the people out there right now had this woman caring for their children. And then she would go home and do this to her own kids. Them people got to have chills up their spine right now. For religious reasons, you killed your own children. That don't even sound right. What religion tells you to kill your own children? Seriously. This is wild. It's wild and it's sad and it's scary. I mean, you don't know what's going on in the minds of somebody else. I mean, we're not mind readers out here. I bet you this woman right here, in my opinion, I think like they said, she had severe mental issues. I think she kept it quiet around certain people that not have that known. Then when she got home, she just let it all hang out, probably talk to herself, so on and so forth. Because I mean, if she getting stuff like that, ideas like that, and no telling what was going on. She stabbed her 1-year-old baby, drowned her in the bathtub, held her underwater for 2 to 3 minutes, right? That in itself is horrific. You know what else is horrific? The little 3-year-old that, I don't know if she watched it happen or heard it through the door, and knew those cries and screaming and hollering wasn't normal cries. That's the thing. These are 1 and 3-year-old children. They can't even fend off somebody that's attacking them, let alone their own mother that's supposed to love them. Now, granted, she got mental illness issues and stuff like this. I'm sure the husband knew that. Why would you put another baby in this motherfucker? Did he know that before he met her? Either way, I mean, you know, a lot of times when people have mental illness, it progresses over time. Maybe it happened after they was married, but either way, man, this guy left to go do his job. He come home, ain't got his wife no more, and damn sure ain't got his kids. Man, it's scary out there when people have mental illness, man. I don't know how it is to date somebody and then be scared, you know, what you're going to walk into when you come home, be it positive or negative. But I mean, this whole thing is sad. And that's all I got to say about it. I mean, leave me a comment in there, though. People that have mental illness, I mean, they do deserve to work and stuff like that. But I mean, that's a scary feeling knowing that a woman just came from taking care of other people's strangers' children, then go home and kill her own. And I'm sure they was probably at the same daycare, or at least the 1-year-old was. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.